What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today I'm partnering up with Ice Cream Nails to show you guys their brand new collection, which is called Donuts Are Life, which I would agree, donuts are life. So just take a step back if you haven't heard of Ice Cream Nails before. They are an independent nail polish brand that is based out of Australia, but they are available internationally. They are vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients. They are cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. And they're also 10-free, meaning they do not use 10 of the potentially harmful ingredients that are often found in nail polish. I also just found out that they are plant-based and they're also breathable nail polishes. So that's a pretty awesome thing I didn't even realize about the brand. So like I said, we're going to be going over the Donuts Are Life collection, which has 4 brand new shades in it. And the really cool thing about these polishes is they're actually really transformative when you wear them over other colors. So I'm going to be showing you guys all the swatches on their own and then also over black. And let me tell you, they look crazy different over black. So I'm just really excited to share these. I'm also going to be talking about a couple of their other exciting new releases. So they've got 4 new nail art brushes. They also have a nail art palette, which I'm going to explain what that is after the swatches. And we also have some exciting new stickers. So stay tuned for that, but let's just get into the swatches. So roll the footage. So as with all of my swatch and review videos, I am going to be using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I am using the Orly Bonder base coat, so I'll link it down below. So first up in the collection, we have the shade Frosted, which is a really beautiful, sheer, very peachy beige color that has this really intense iridescent blue shimmer running throughout. So you can see it, the way that the light hits it is just so gorgeous. I love that it's this really bright peachy kind of color on my nails, but then once I move my nail around, you can see that gorgeous contrasting shimmer in there. So I love the way that it looked in one coat. I thought it was extra gorgeous in 2. It does have a little bit of that brush strokiness, so you want to be careful on that second coat, but it just looks really beautiful on its own. And once I saw it with that shimmer, I just thought on a whim to try it over black, which I ended up doing with all of the polishes. And here it is over black. It is so completely different on the nails over black. It just looks like this really intense blue-green shimmer. It shifts the color so much into something completely different. And I feel like I love polishes that are more than one look in the same bottle. So like a jelly polish or something that looks different over different colors. So I was just blown away by this. It looks so beautiful. It looks like a multi-chrome almost. Next up we have the shade Perfectly Glazed, which is a little bit similar to Frosted in that it's this sort of peachy beige base color, but this one's a little bit deeper. We have this really nice duochrome shimmer in there, but we also have a bigger shimmer that has, I think it's like a copper fleck going on in there. So it's definitely a very dimensional color. Again, looks really pretty in one coat, but I absolutely loved the way that it looked in 2. And since it is on the sheer side, you can still get a tiny little touch of that visible nail line, which honestly I absolutely adore. And again, just depending on the lighting, it looks completely different, either very warm toned or when the light hits it, very cool toned. But again, I just wanted to try it over black, and again, I was just absolutely stunned with how it looked. Now, I do want to make a note that these polishes weren't specifically made to be worn over black. I just thought it would be a fun experiment to try it out, but you can sort of tell with some polishes when they have that really iridescent kind of shimmer in there that it's really going to transform over a deep color. So I was just really impressed with how it looked. I love the dimensionality of having those copper flecks in there as well. It just added to the overall look. Next up we have the shade Iced, and let me tell you, this is a very aptly named polish. It is a very frosted pearl white shade. It has that typical frosty finish to it. It has that really interesting white champagne-y kind of shimmer, and it's definitely a fun time on the nails. In real life, I actually thought this one looked pretty good in 2 coats, but when I looked at it on camera, I could see a tiny bit of streakiness. I really didn't see that in real life, so I feel like when I wear this polish in real life, I'm probably just gonna do 2 coats, but I did end up doing a 3rd just because I wanted to see what it looked like. It definitely deepened that color. It made it completely opaque, so I really didn't get that visible nail line coming through. I do think it's really pretty in 3 coats. Personally, I would probably just wear it as a 2-coater because again, I really didn't see streakiness in real life. It might have just been the angle that I was looking at it on camera, plus my lights, plus being super high def, very close up on my nails, but either way, it was really pretty in 3 coats anyway. So of course I wanted to try this one out over black. I would say this one was the least transformative because because it's got the least amount of that iridescent shimmery color in there. It was still kind of interesting, but it's probably not a color I would wear over black. I might want to try it over like a nude color and just see what happens, but I do think it's just really pretty on its own. And last but definitely not least, we have the shade Dusted, which is a really beautiful shimmery champagne-y micro glitter that also has larger holographic hex glitters running throughout. And I actually thought that this one was a topper when I first tried it out, but once I applied it on my nails, I realized it actually has a little bit of that champagne-y color in the base. So it's almost like a jelly polish where you get a little bit of that color payoff on the nails. And I thought it looked so beautiful in 2 coats. It is incredibly sparkly. Those tiny little micro shimmers in there just really light up, and I love that sparse hollow glitter. It just really adds to the polish. So I was very excited to try this one over black. Of course, if you do a jelly polish over a darker color, you're gonna lose the color of that base. But as soon as I started applying it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Because this really just looks like a beautiful galaxy manicure. It completely turned silver. You still get a lot of that really beautiful sparkle and you get that hollow, but it definitely has a very different vibe. So here are all of the polishes together on their own on the top row and then over black on the bottom row. And I have to say, I had so much fun with these. Again, they weren't necessarily made to be worn over different colors, but I just think it's a really fun way to play around with polish. And like I said, I really enjoy polishes where you get more than one kind of look out of the bottle. So a polish that kind of transforms over a deeper color, a polish that's a jelly where maybe the more coats you do, the more different the polish looks. I just think it kind of feels like you're getting more for your money, even though you're still getting one bottle of nail polish to get multiple different looks out of it. So definitely fun to play around with, but I think all of the colors are really beautiful on their own as well. And I just feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of getting festive holiday vibes from this. Maybe it's just the time of year, but they all feel very holiday appropriate and they feel like a nice fancy like event kind of polish to wear. So definitely loved them. So yeah, those are the polishes. And like I said, I just think these are so much fun. Now I love sheer nail polishes. I love being able to see a little bit of that visible nail line. I love the sort of elegance of these polishes on their own, but I was so impressed with how these looked over black. I just thought that was such a fun way to experiment with them. I don't know why I even decided to do it because I haven't seen any photos of them over black. I just thought like these seemed like the kind of polishes that would be cool over black, and man, I was just absolutely blown away. So hopefully you guys thought those were pretty cool too. I'm definitely going to be experimenting with these colors over other colors. I have a feeling that you're going to get that real transformative kind of color if you use a very dark shade. So let's talk about their nail art brushes. Ice Cream Nails just released 4 new nail art brushes. So we've got 3 different sizes of striper brush, and then we have 1 angled brush that you can also use as a cleanup brush. So we've got brush number 1, which is a super tiny detail brush. We've got number 2, which is a medium striper brush. We've got number 3, which is a long striper brush. And then we have number 4, which is an angled brush. So you can use this to kind of fill in areas on your nails, or you can use it as a cleanup brush. So these are really gorgeous. I absolutely love the packaging of these. I love the color fade. It just looks so pretty. I also love having super tiny nail art brushes. It really depends on your own personal preference if you want to use a long striper brush or if you want to use a super tiny detail one. Personally, I just have an easier time with the detail ones, so that's why I enjoy using a really small brush, but they're all really good for different things, and you can just clean them off with pure acetone or nail polish remover. They also recently released a new nail polish palette, which I think is so exciting. So it's this resin piece, it's shaped like a star, it looks like rose quartz, and you can use this as a palette instead of using like a scrap piece of paper, which honestly is what I do. I know it's not great to use pieces of paper for that. This is so much better because it's reusable. I also love that it's really small because I do use a silicone mat, but sometimes if I'm doing simple nail art and my desk is a mess, I just don't have the space for the silicone mat, so I'll like try to fold it up to be smaller, but sometimes it just does not work for me, which is why I always go back to the scrap paper. But I'm really excited about this because you can just wipe this off with nail polish remover and it just completely cleans it, so you can use it as many times as you want. So I'm definitely going to be using this for my nail art from now on. I just think it's super convenient. You can obviously use it to like place your nail polish out so that you can use a nail art brush or a dotting tool. You can also mix stuff on here, so there's just a lot of really great uses for it. The last thing I want to talk about is their new sticker set. So we've got 140 stickers on each sheet. There are 2 sheets in each pack, and we've got a bunch of different designs on here. There are cherries, there are smiley faces, stars, butterflies. ice cream, popsicles, flames, planets, moons, and aliens. Oh, and also we have stars, more stars, different kind of stars. So they're really easy to use. You can just peel them up, place them on your nail. You can either do it on your naked nail or you can do it over nail polish, and then you just put your top coat on and it's basically just like having the nail art done for you. I really like these though because I feel like they're simple enough designs that it looks like you could have just done them on your nails so people won't realize they're stickers. Just very excited to use these as well. So let's talk about pricing. All of these products are available on the Ice Cream Nails website. The polishes come in 10 milliliter bottles and they retail for $13.50 USD each. The nail art brushes retail for $11 USD each. The nail polish palette retails for $8.50 USD, and the sticker set retails for $11 USD. But I do have a discount code for Ice Cream Nails. You can use the code KELLI20 to get 20% off your entire order. So I'm going to link that down below for you guys. So you can check out any of these products if you're interested. But I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of the new polishes? Which color is your favorite? Do you prefer them on their own or do you like them better over black? Do any of the other products interest you? Which ones? Why? Tell me all about it. We can talk about it in the comments. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Huge shout out to my Cosmic Admirals on Patreon, Amanda M, Braxton Scott, and Rocket Man's daughter. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Diane, who actually, I misspoke. Her name is pronounced Beyonce. And Beyonce wants to know, if you were to go trick-or-treating this year, what kind of candy would you want the most? There's only one correct answer, and it rhymes with Please's peanut butter. This is very hard to say. Please's peanut butter plups. So I do actually like Reese's peanut butter cups. I think they're delicious. However, I feel like there is one very underrated Halloween candy that people just don't give out enough that I absolutely love, and that is those little canisters of mini M&Ms. Mini M&Ms for some reason taste so much better than regular M&Ms. They're just so incredibly delicious. They're so tiny. They make such a satisfying noise when you shake them or when you have them in your hand. They just feel incredible, and I just really love them. And I feel like how often do you get mini M&Ms, right? I know they sell them in the giant bag, and I have to say, there is no better feeling. I know this is gross, but I only get them for myself. But there is no better feeling than just sticking your hand in that family-sized bag and just like feeling all the little mini M&Ms. Just feels incredible. I'm sorry to have to tell you guys that. I feel like that's an embarrassing thing to admit. But yeah, so that's my vote. I would vote for that. But honestly, I feel like I'm appreciative of any candy that I would get. And I really wish that it were socially acceptable for adults to go trick-or-treating. Like, just by themselves without kids, because I would just go trick-or-treating. I feel like that would be so much fun to do as an adult, and I would appreciate it a lot more now than I did when I was a kid. That's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!